Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of LSPDFR Patrol Series. I'm Ken, and let's play. Today we are going to be with the State Police and an unmarked unit. We will be with the Majors Crime Task Force today. So we're going to go ahead and patrol our more heavily gang activity areas between drug deals and just gang violence, and we'll also respond to any calls that sort of come our way, being with the state police tonight. So we'll go ahead and start patrolling, and we'll see what we get into. 315 dispatch, show me 10-8 at this time. Alright, so we're just out here on the roads. We're actually in Metro Los Santos right now. Sort of just...
This is dispatch. We have possible terrorist activity.
We have terrorist activity being reported in Pillbox Hill. So we're going to go ahead and respond code 3 to that. It's actually like right around the corner. So we're going to go ahead and head that way. Most likely, there are going to be a large amount of automatic weapons in use at this scene. This is usually the case. 315 dispatch, show me 1023 on scene. And I do have multiple shots fired. Multiple shots fired.
10-4, copy that. We have an officer flying.
Oh my goodness.
In Pillbox Hill, units respond code 3.
Public 27 rolling in from the southeast. I'm going to be right on top of them any second now.
I have no visuals at this time. No visuals at this time. Shots fired. I repeat, shots fired. Requesting immediate assistance. I have SWAT coming on scene at this time. I also got hit by the SWAT car. Oh, nope, that was just a passing vehicle. Wow. And here comes our SWAT units rolling in now. Oh wow, I am losing health like nothing. We'll need medics on scene soon. I'm gonna kind of let SWAT handle this. They seem to be trained in this better than I am. We also need to reload. Goodness. Looks like we still have one more on the map. We're gonna go ahead and move in. It looks like all suspects have been neutralized. Luckily, we were able to close the nearby roads, so we don't have any passing traffic. Oh well, somehow a car got through. All right, we're going to get medics out here.
Medical aid requested in Pillbox Hill. Officers report a civilian shot. We have multiple officers down.
Oh, we have multiple officers down. Wow.
Textile City, respond code 3.
Go ahead and collect all these weapons.
And ambulance, responding code 3.
Quite the night so far. So we'll go ahead and collect all the weapons from the bodies. We still do have officers on scene. We actually were able to call in the new SWAT team, which is our FBI SWAT teams. So they were able to respond, and then while talking to dispatch, we were also able to get the local SWAT teams on scene so that they could also assist. We do have multiple officers down. It looks like they were part of the SWAT team, possibly. Yeah, we have at least 2 that I've seen so far. We're waiting on medics at this time. We'll actually get the fire department on scene as well, so that they can help assist with the bodies, and they did give me a health pack in passing, so that was very nice of them. Our car is pretty damaged. I got my actual bumper fell off, so yeah, that happened. But I have multiple bullet holes in my vehicle. I believe most of my windows were shot out. I think I have like only the driver's side left. I even have bullet holes in my bumper. So yeah, my car got beat up pretty bad. But we do have the fire department on scene now as well, so they can also help with medical assistance. And I have a feeling we'll probably have a large amount of deceased individuals because of the weaponry that was used in this assault. So we'll just go ahead and wait for them to finish up their duties, and then we'll be back out on patrol.
We didn't get here in time. This is starting to get to me.
Yep, so it looks like we do have multiple deceased bodies, so we will have to call out the coroners. We actually had no one survive, so we had 9 deceased individuals, which is that's quite terrible actually. That is a lot of loss of life that didn't need to happen. Luckily, we didn't have any civilians that were injured from what I can tell. So that was a plus in this situation. However, we still had so many loss of life for really no reason. Terroristic activity is nothing that should ever happen, in game or not. Like, it's just not called for. But we'll go ahead and let the coroners clean up the scene, and we'll get our vehicle back to the station so that we can swap out a new one and have them repair that one. We're also going to go ahead and block off traffic so that the coroners can finish out their duties and do what needs to be done. My car looks kind of silly right now. So we'll just do some traffic control until they are done cleaning up. I really wish this ambulance would kind of get out of the way so that they can cut off their sirens, but whatever. And I'm not sure if the FIB is staying on scene just for like scene protection and protocol because they were here, or if they just decided to stay and help with the cleanup or anything like that. They didn't really communicate that with us. They're just kind of here, but we appreciate the support anyhow. Alright, so it looks like they have maybe 2 more bodies left. They're cleaning up one now, and then they have like 1 more. Oh no, maybe that's 3 down there. That's actually up. No, actually maybe it's 4. Oh, Mr. Bobblehead's back. Let's see, so I got at least 2 over there. Not entirely sure how many. Well, we had 9 total, so we should be cleaning up soon. I'm not even sure where he's facing, but well, that was our officer who was down. Looks like we got maybe 2 left. maybe one. No, we got two left. There's one by. They're being protected by our FIB officers. Also, when we go to the station, we will be putting all the weapons that we collected and the money in evidence, so that that can be logged and given to the proper individuals. And it looks like the coroner is cleaning up now. This should be their last body, as far as I can tell. So we'll be able to be code 4 off this, and we'll be 10-7 back to the station. 315 dispatch. Show me code 4 off this call. We're going to be 10-7 back to base.
No additional support needed. This is dispatch.
We have
A possible robbery.
in Pillbox Hill. Units respond code 2.
Alright, so we're getting reports of an ATM robbery in the area. So we're going to go ahead and flip around, and we're going to head over to that.
With caution.
ATM robberies are very prevalent in the Los Santos area. We do get a lot of people who are poor, and they try and rob other individuals who are at the ATMs so that they can, just take their money, because it's easier than, making your own money. So we're gonna head over to this scene, and we'll see. Not entirely sure where this individual is going, but we're gonna go ahead and catch up with him first. Sir, LSPD, stop what you're doing right now. Freeze!
Hands up now!
Oh, he has a gun. Gun!
Lord, ain't my turn to die. Not my
You
turn to
moron.
die. My God!
315 dispatch, one at gunpoint. He just dropped the weapon. Stand by. .315 dispatch, show 11015 at this time. We're code 4 at this time. Alright, what's your name? Healy Loader. Alright, Healy. You have anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, prod me, or anything else? You're saying no? Alright, we'll go ahead and check, because I can't take your word for it. And we'll see what's going on right now. Wherever you're running, sir. You don't know. Car key fob, a pair of panties, and a plane ticket. Alright. And it does not look like you have a gun permit, so you were carrying that gun illegally. So we'll head over back to my car where you can have a seat, and we'll get this all figured out and see what's really going on here. And then should be able to figure that out. So, Healy, you can go ahead and have a seat in here. You're being detained at this time. You're not under arrest. Alright, so we're going to go over here and check out the ATM and see what's going on over here. The cover of the ATM is open, but it seems to be completely functional. Alright, so we don't have evidence that he tampered with the ATM besides it being the cover being open. However, that is going to be enough, especially with him carrying around a weapon and brandishing it as he runs through the courtyard, or the streets actually. So we are going to go ahead and book him on both of those charges. We'll also run his ID, make sure he doesn't have any issues. And it looks like our keeping the door open plugin has crashed, but the game is still fine, so we're okay for now. So we'll go ahead and create an arrest report for him, and then we should be able to get back on patrol. we are going to get you for firearms and weapons, possession of a deadly weapon. I'll also get you for brandishing. And we'll also get you for evading, because when I pulled up you did run. So I'll also have you for evading police. All three of those are felonies in the state of San Andreas. So if the prosecutor is able to do his job correctly and we're able to prove our case, then Healy should be able to go away for a very long time. So we'll go ahead and get somebody to come out for Healy, and then we'll be able to head back out on patrol.
Roger.
And dispatch is now sent us out a transport unit, which is on scene. So he'll be taken to the city prison and the city jail, and we'll be able to get back out on patrol. 315 dispatch, show me 10-8 and code 4.
Suspicious activity.
Something around our ATMs tonight.
Units respond code 2.
Also, this man is running with a bat. We're gonna check that out before we... Oh my goodness. 315 dispatch, showing assault in progress at my location. Sir, drop the bat. Drop the bat. Police. I said drop the bat, sir. 315 dispatch, I'm gonna need medics to my location, code 3.
Attention all units. Medical aid requested. And Little Seoul, officers report an injured civilian and ambulance requested from Rockford Hill. Respond code 3.
Joe Clyde. It seemed kind of odd that somebody was just running through the street with a bat like that, which made me stop.
And ambulance responding code 3.
So we're gonna sit Joe over here. Joe, calm down. We're also gonna let dispatch know that we won't be able to respond to that one call. Something else came up. We're gonna go ahead and pat Joe down. Joe, do you have anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, or harm me in any other way at this time? You say no? Okay. Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so Joe has a burnt meth pipe, a smartphone, a small baggie of cocaine, and a pocket camera. And he has a public gun permit for long guns. So, he will be getting charged with a burnt meth pipe as well as a small baggie of cocaine. I will also be charging Joe with attempted murder, or murder if the individual does not live. We're going to go ahead and take him and put him in the back of our car. And hopefully our individual who was attacked by Joe is able to survive, because that was just a gruesome event. It was good that we were nearby and we did notice that was odd behavior. So hopefully we were able to get medics here in time so that they could save him. It does look like they were able to save the individual. Not entirely sure why Joe decided to attack this man with a bat, but oh my goodness, what is happening right now?
Officers report a 148.
I'm not entirely sure, especially where Joe thinks he's going.
Gunfire reported.
Okay. We're also getting reports of gunfire reported in another area. I also don't know where Joe thinks he's going. He just decided to kind of run off from me. Joe, you are under arrest. I don't know where you think you're going, but you're not going there. We'll make sure we get him right to transport.
Hi.
Yes, please take him.
Oh, you must be looking to get laid down. Get out of here.
We're also going to be charging him with evading because he did decide to try and run out the back of our car. So we'll go ahead and write up that arrest report right now.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and write up Joe. So he will be charged with attempted murder. He'll also be charged with he did not resist arrest with violence. He did evade though, so we're going to be charging him with evading. He also did possess drug paraphernalia as well as drugs, so we'll also be charging him with those as well. He had the small baggie of cocaine as well as the drug paraphernalia.
Dispatch calling Unit 3, Victor 15. We've got an officer in need of assistance on
So those are going
Tower
to be his 4 charges. We'll go ahead and file that report, and
I'm nearby. I'll take the call for you.
we'll head back to where we need to go. So folks, that is going to be the end of our patrol tonight. I want to thank you all for joining me for another Zulu gaming experience. I would like to update you all on our previous cases from our first episode. So we'll go ahead and view those momentarily. So, if you remember, we had, let's see, I actually don't remember who did we start with. So, if you remember, we first had John. He was driving under the influence of drugs, and that was ×2. We also had the reckless driving and destruction of public property. He was sentenced to 18 years in prison. We also had Amy, who had the trespassing charge and then the grand theft after she tried to steal my vehicle. She was charged with 6 years in prison, and then she also had the resisting arrest charge, which was another $2,765 that she was fined. And we also had Mark Gilmore, who had the attempted murder charge. He also had the aggravated kidnapping and the resisting arrest with violence, and then possession of cocaine. That's the individual who decided he wanted to take someone hostage and then shot the person. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison. So it does look like justice was served in all of these instances. I want to thank you all for joining me on a Zulu gaming experience, and I'll see you next time.
I'm nearby. I'll take the call for you.